Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been arrested and charged with third-degree murder. Third-degree murder and manslaughter. Okay, third-degree murder means a homicide committed with the intention of causing bodily harm, but not necessarily death. If convicted, he could get 25 years in prison or a murder charge up to 10 years in prison for manslaughter. And that's supposed to justify everything, right? Like, are you going to put him in a death chair? Because otherwise, all the rest of the stuff y'all doing don't make sense to me. That's what I'm saying. Now, I have so much to say, Miami. I am fired up, I am pissed off, and I am ready today. So, that's it. I don't have to be careful what I say. I'm a grown person, and I'm not contradicting myself at all. I know what I want to say. I have everything I want to say, and not you and nobody else ain't going to tell me how to say it. This morning, Monday morning, I am ready. I'm ready to speak and say what I got to say. All y'all fake for the protests and the fake, oh, we so concerned about George Floyd. How come y'all not marching? I'm not even caring about this man. People are just doing maliciously.
Everybody wasn't looting and burning up stuff. Yeah. So you cannot compare what other people are doing to the people that are using this for the wrong reason. Yeah. Because it's a handful of them. It's only a handful of them. The rest of us are tired of it. When the police get behind you and the red and blue lights come on, you're not supposed to be scared. You're not supposed to be scared.
I'm never scared. I have my license and registration and insurance. I'm not scared. I know my rights.
Well, everybody that got killed by the police.
Exactly.
Well, that's
right. Just because you got that don't mean you can't get killed. What is he on dope? You got your license and registration. That is just completely stupid. You know how many people that they have taken out who had valid license and registration? Is she feeling okay? I really don't think she is.
Enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will be enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the street. These animals off the street that are running around.
Wow. Did she say animals off the streets?
Curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will be enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the street. These animals off the street that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like they have escaped from a zoo. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets can be nice and clean. That's how I feel. Curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will be enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the street. These animals off the street that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like they have escaped from a zoo. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets can be nice and clean. That's how I feel. Curfew from 9.
Who are these animals? Because I hope you know that there's whites and blacks and Latinos, and it's not just, and it's a lot of Latinos in Miami, in Dade County. It ain't just blacks. And not everybody who's black or anybody who's out there is looting. Now, I understand you being upset about the people going in there rioting, but you're taking away from the actual protests altogether. You know, you're taking away from what it really meant and what it's really about. Now, I understand you being upset, but to say they need to make curfew 5 o'clock and lock away these animals and all of these things, I mean, you got to watch the words you say, Trina. Because you're talking about people that look like you. And you're talking about, I got my license and registration. How many people have been choked out, have been assassinated, and taken out, and they had valid insurance, valid driver's license, and they were compliant? That's like telling black people, all you got to do is be compliant. Well, we've seen people be compliant, and they still lost their lives. So what about them? No, you need to be screaming about changing the system. We need to be talking about replacing judges. You know, Trump is out here, appointing judges. We need to find out who these judges are. We need to start finding out their backgrounds. We need to start finding out all of these people who are doing the sentencings. We need to be investigating these things. Policy, knowing what's going on and what's going to actually affect us when we're pulled over. What's actually going to be affecting us? Us. You get it? What is going to be affecting you? Changing the laws of penalty, right? Now, this officer who has had a spotty track record all of his long life days is charged with third-degree murder. Third degree. Third degree. Which means he'll be facing a maximum of probably 10 years in prison. 10 years. Which means that third degree means that his intent was not to kill. Which people are going to have a problem with. So that's what I'm saying. Policy has to change. The way these officers are trained is going to have to change. Who's supervising these training methods? We need to have these. These are the issues. Why no one is talking about this? This is what your concern should be. So you just did a whole show and didn't discuss anything about policy. But it's always good for us to condemn our own, because you're letting the news and the media dictate to you what's going on. Did you ever bring up the fact that you see police officers staging riots? I didn't hear you mention that, Trina. I didn't hear you mention the fact that they're staging riots. They're letting other people commit violence on other people while they're standing there. They're letting people go in and loot. I don't see you pointing out those things. But everything's always on a slant with us, the people that look like you. You know, why would you want those guys locked up at 5 o'clock p.m.? Because you can't get no stripper money at 5 o'clock in the p.m. You're going to need them guys to tip you, right? Oh, I forgot. You're not a stripper no more. You're an artist. You made some songs. See, when the real people get together and start sitting around and having discussions about what really matters, then we can start having real conversation. We can start making progress to go forward. We need to start talking about what's really going on out here. Because they're failing you. All these so-called leaders, the news, all these people are liars. They are not telling you what you need to know, and you're not asking the right questions. You're trying to get turned up. cause some violence, get yourself going to jail. For what? What you gonna get out of jail? Nothing. All of this is foolery to push an agenda. Somebody wants you to destroy these properties. Somebody wants you to create chaos and put these properties out of business. Now, you didn't put all these businesses out of work that employed some of the African Americans and poor brothers and sisters, keeping them afloat during this pandemic, and has been jobs for them for years. You've attacked black-owned businesses. You've done all of these different things. And I know that's what Trina is trying to talk about. But be careful when you condemn, because who you should be condemning also is this government. Why is certain things being allowed? You're going off impulse and you're reacting and you're pushing the agenda that they want you to push throughout the public. The outrage against people of your kind, when it's not just people of your kind. Okay? There are others. So you're doing what the program media wants you to say. And the things I spoke on are truly issues we need to address. Because if we don't, we'll be the ones to suffer. We're already suffering. Already suffering. I don't see anything getting any better. I see things becoming worse. People think we're going to go back to normal. We're wearing masks. We got to be 6 feet apart from the next person. There is no more normal. What we need to do is come together and work out a plan. Bring the right attention to the issues, the problems that people are not discussing. And when they're ready to do it, I'm down for it. Like 4 flat tires. And don't forget to support your boy's page, man. For those who can, my Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. God bless you. Good night.